Hello and welcome back to my channel Learn with Nikhil. So in this video we have taken another sum on isometric projection where we have been given two sides. So any one of them can be the front view or the side view. So basically we have been given one front view, one side view, and we have to draw its three-dimensional view. So this is the point O from where we will start the diagram. So from point O on the right side it is 116 millimeters, and on the other side somewhere here or below that will be the point O. I'll change that later. So first we will calculate the three dimensions, that is 116 is the total width. Height of the figure we have to calculate. From the bottom you can see 12 millimeters, then 36 millimeters till this center line, and then you have a radius of 18. So total is 66 millimeters. Multiply the depth of the figure is 72. Now, as we have got the three dimensions of the figure, we will calculate or draw a rectangular box. So this is my point O. From point O I will draw three lines, three angles, that is 30 degree, 90 degree and 30 degree. Then we will draw light lines through them. So always for drawing the isometric figures we have to draw this rectangular box. So using these three lines we will draw the rectangular box. First we will mark here 116 millimeters. The height we will mark, that is 66 millimeters, and the depth of the figure is 72 millimeters. Now using these three dimensions we will draw the rectangular box. So see how I am drawing it. Draw parallel lines. Draw the parallel lines properly. So this is how we have drawn the rectangular box. Now starting with the figure, starting from the point O. So you can see this is the starting point O. Now from here you can see this point O is somewhere below. It is not at that tip. I'll just move it below. So it is somewhere the intersection of this. So this is the point O. Now you can see this is the shape which is at the bottom, and it is present at the center, and it is at a height of 12 millimeters, and it is totally till the end. It is at the center and totally at the end. So this upper part is resting on that part. Now to draw that, first we'll mark the center point, and the height of it is 12 millimeters. So first I'm marking this 12 millimeters. I'll draw a line through it. Now marking the center point of it. For drawing this shape we have given an angle. I'll show you how to draw it. First we will mark the center point. So the total width is 72. So half of it, mark the point, that will be the center point. After marking the center point, I'll just project this point upward at a height of 12 millimeters on the above line. So projecting this point above, I'll just mark the point over here. So the upper line is also divided into half. Now this distance given is 36 millimeters. So from the center, half, that is 18 on both the sides, 18 millimeters on both the sides. I'll mark the point. So this is the bottom distance. Now here you have an angle. Now angle you can't draw it in three dimensional, so we will make this part over here in two dimensional and we'll calculate the width. So see how I'm doing it. First I've marked a line. This is 36 millimeters. I'll make this part dark, marking its dimension also. Now in three dimensional we can't draw the angles, we can find out the length. So we are drawing this in two dimensional separately and we'll find out the length. Now this angle we can't draw it in three dimensional, so we are doing it in two dimensional. Now if first we will draw this line above, 12 millimeter above. So from here 12 millimeter above we'll mark a point, and through that point parallel to this line we will draw a line. As you can see, this is the bottom line and this is the upper line. Now this angle we have to draw. Now if this angle given is 60 degree, this angle will also be 60 degree. You can calculate it. So this angle is also 60. The total angle is 180. So calculating that, this part will be 60. So this angle we have drawn 60 degree and intersecting. From here also I'll draw an angle of 60 degree. Draw the line. So this part we have drawn. Now this distance we have to find out, and this distance we will plot it in 3-dimensional. So this is 36. I'm marking the center point here and then projecting this center point upward. Now through that center point you can take the dimension from the scale, or you can directly take this compass. You can measure this distance. This is the center point, so it is same on both the sides, and placing it here at the center, marking the two lines. So this distance we have plotted from 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional. Now joining this line will give me the angle. So see how I have done it in 3-dimensional. Joining this is the 36 millimeter line, and this is the distance we have calculated. So this is how we have done it. Now this part is totally extended till the backward side, till the end, but it will mostly be hidden below the upper part. So we will not draw it dark, we will draw it lightly, and only the visible part will draw it dark. So now what we'll do, we'll draw parallel lines through them, taking this as the reference line, taking this line backward, taking this line backward. So these are the edges of the line. Now from here you can see the upper part starts at a distance of 18 millimeter behind. So I marked a line 18 millimeter behind, drawing a light line there, drawing here a line also. So this will be the end line. Now this distance is 18, we have marked it over here. Now from here you can see there is a slant line. This distance is 18. Now drawing this is at a height above 12 millimeter. So from here there is a height above of 12 millimeter. So taking this as the reference line, from here I'll draw a line 12 millimeter above. This will be a dark line. So 12 millimeter height, draw this dark. So this is this line, you can see this is this line. Now from front you can see you have a rectangle shape, so we can draw that rectangle shape hole as it is visible from the front side. So drawing this part dark. Now, so now this part can be drawn dark. This part only will be visible. Actually this part is visible. It is totally till the back, but only this part from the front it is visible, but it is below the above object, so we are not drawing that. You can see here this part, it has a thickness of 18 millimeter and you have a semicircular shape. So these are these two shapes. This is repeating on both the sides and there is a gap at the center. Now this width is 18 millimeters. So I'll mark here a distance of 18 millimeter. Now it is on both the sides, and here you can see you have to draw a semicircle. Now it is not till the end, from behind also there is a gap of 18 millimeter, this gap. So from behind we have to leave a space of 18 millimeter. You can see it over here. So first I am drawing light lines here, extending this till the end. Now from here 18 millimeter in front I'll mark a point. So from here we have to draw the semicircle. First will extend this line upward till the top. Now the semicircle is at the top and we have given the radius as 18 millimeter. So you know the process. We have to draw the square of the diameter. So below 18 I am marking a point, that will be the center, and below that more 18 millimeters. So that will be 36 millimeters. Total square we have to plot. So from here also 36 millimeter. We'll create a square with side as the diameter of the semicircle. So this is the square we have created. Now for drawing the semicircle, join the longest diagonal. For semicircle we require only 2 points to draw it. So this is the curve and this is the bigger curve. So here I am marking the center point. Now taking this as the radius, we will draw the curve. Draw it dark. Taking this as the radius, draw the other curve. Now draw this curve lightly. As you know, here you have a slant line which is attaching at the tangent of this curve. So to draw that, see how I am placing my scale till the tangent of the curve. I am drawing a dark line and then I am completing this curve part. So this is how you do it. So this is the slant line and then the curve starts. Now completing this part, you can extend this line till joining this part. So I am just extending this slightly, then drawing this line dark and then joining this. So this is the one curve part we are done. We have to do this 4 times, so you have to just shift this point. Now this distance is 18 millimeter. We have to just shift all the points on the other side as we have to draw its thickness. So shifting this point from where we have drawn the curve, the start and end point of the curve, this point, and this is already there. Now I just shifted the point. Now as we have drawn this curve from this point, so we'll just shift this point on this line at a distance of 18 millimeter, as the thickness of that is 18 millimeter. Now this will be the new center point and we will draw the curve. Draw it lightly first, as again the tangent will come. Next, from this point we have drawn this curve. I will shift this point also 18 millimeter on this line. This will be the new point and we will draw the curve. You can draw this curve dark. Now taking this as the reference line, we'll draw a parallel line through these points. We can draw this dark. Now we'll complete this curve. Taking this as the radius again, shifting it to the earlier point to make this curve dark. You can mark the point so that you don't have to take the dimension again, and complete this part. So this is how we have shifted the curve with a thickness of 18 millimeter. Now the same thing you have to do it more 2 times, as the same is over other side also, with same dimensions it is. So we have to shift the curve again 2 times. So first we will mark here. There also the thickness is 18 millimeter. So marking the point. Just taking this as the reference line and drawing this slant line first over there. Draw it lightly. Then again you have to shift the curve 2 times. So first measuring this distance will be 36 millimeters. So shifting this point on this line 36 millimeters. So this will be the new center point, and from here we will draw the curve. Can make this dark. and then shifting it more 18 millimeter the other curve also. So just you have to shift the point from where we have drawn the curve. Now this smaller curve also, this distance from here we have drawn this first curve, then we have shifted 18, from here we have drawn this curve. Now we'll shift this 36 millimeters and we'll draw the curve. You have to draw this curve totally. I'll draw it afterwards also. I'll complete this curve. It will be the total curve as we have drawn earlier, and shifting it more 18 millimeters, draw on the last curve. So this is how we have to do it. You can join this dark. Now this curve will be extending more till the bottom as we have drawn the first curve. So see how I am doing it. As it will be visible, it will be like this only, like this curve only it will be. So it will end till this line, as I will show you over here. If I take this end line projection till there, it will be, so from here till here it's projection line. Now taking this line downward and see the intersection we have to draw. So taking this as the reference line, from here you will draw it dark till it intersects. So this part is visible, and then finally a smaller line will come which will be the edge line. So this line will be dark. So this is how we have drawn these curves 4 times. Draw it once, then repeat it 3 times, just shifting the points on the other side. Now finally we have to draw this circle. Its diameter given is 18. Now we have the center point. From this center point, 9 millimeters on both the sides we will mark the point. So first I'll draw a line through the center, then 9 millimeters on both the sides. That will be, total distance is 18. Now taking this as the reference line, from here I am drawing a square. Now from the center again 9 millimeters above and 9 millimeters below. I'll complete this square. So as you know, for drawing the circle we require to draw a square with its diameter. Now to draw the circle we have to join the longest diagonal from the shorter ends. We have to join the midpoints. For circle we require the 4 points. For semicircle we require only 2 points. So these are the 4 points to draw the circle. Now through these points we will draw the curve. So from here a smaller curve with same radius, draw the curve over here. Now taking this as the radius, draw the curve. Take this as the radius, complete the curve. So this is how we have drawn this circle. This is totally drilled over other side also. So like we did it earlier, we have to shift the points at a distance touching to this point. So from here I'll measure the distance and will shift all the points on the left side. So shifting all the points as it is on that base also, on that part also. So that is around 54. So you have to shift all the points on the left at a distance of 54 millimeters. So I'm shifting the points, all the 4 points from where we have drawn the curve. So see, I'm shifting this point at a distance of 54 millimeters. So I'm marking all the 4 points. So these are the 4 points from where we have drawn this curve. So taking this as the radius, shifting it over here and drawing the curve. Same at the bottom side. Taking this as the radius, draw the curve, and on the bottom side as well. And with this we are completely done with the sum. There is no front or the side view, so there is no marking of arrow X. Just mark the dimensions which are given in the question. and we are done. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubts, any queries, let me know in the comment section. You can also connect with me on Instagram.